Okay, today I'm going to be changing the throttle body housing unit on a 2000 Honda CRV. So we'll first be taking off the air intake system, which is the cover here, this valve, but you got to be careful with this. That is there. I'm just using a pair of vice grip pliers gently to pry it open and try to work my way down. And that will indicate a mark to let me know where it belongs to do things that way. This piece just comes right off ever so effortlessly. There is, sorry about the vice grips and the ratchet, I do not have a ratchet wrench this small to unloosen this. So what I am doing is just unloosening, setting that aside. I do not have to take off this air intake. I only had to take off the tube. This is my other unit. I have to make sure I orient it the correct way, which is the throttle cable facing this way and so forth, going to it. So when changing that out, you have to be very quick about it. Here, my other plug gently, just verifying that is all I need. Now, the throttle body has a throttle cable, the brake cable for that you have to turn around and just get the little ball out of it. Enough, it will pop right out by pushing up on it to relieve the tension that frees that up. Now, additional piece to add to this piece, because my piece did not come with this adapter part here. I'm not technical neither, sorry. So, bolts that hold the unit in place. You're going to need something to clamp the two hoses to prevent the fluid from leaking out. Now, first one I'm going to try is this one down here. Okay. I do not even know if I'm seeing. And then I'm going to readjust to make sure I can clamp off the hose itself after vacating it. So, close like so. Make sure it's in focus. That is one hose. A little bit came out. I'm gonna do the same. Okay. That one came off nicely. Now you gotta be careful with any kind of fluid touching your electrical. You do not want. Okay, that is off. Nothing is really coming out, but you don't want to take chances. So, look like I have taken everything off that I need to take off to remove. There is a gasket that goes in the back of this, a paper gasket that you can buy at. Putting some throttle cleaner through it just to make sure it is completely clean, free of debris, because I did get it used off of eBay. So 4 bolts that I need to get to with the 12mm socket. That's one here. Lucy. It is a little difficult. That is coming off, not a bolt. Okay, so this one is. Maybe it's just my vehicle. Like I said, it is an older vehicle, so you might have to use PB Blaster, something to get a good twist on it, good grip. There we go. You just want to break it free. Throttle assembly for the the thing, which is going to be right here. I don't know if my camera girl can see you. Right there. The bolt that I have there is not a 12mm for some odd reason. It is something different. I will check that out. So I moved over to the other bolt that is under here. Again, still being only 4 bolts. Screw there. Okay, so voila, there is the second one. I will use some anti-seize on. I was going off of this bolt for this piece, which is a different size. I think one of the bolts in the bottom is a 10mm. So I'm gonna loosen that one up first. The other one is free up the throttle cable, cover, mount, whatever you want to call it, to hold the throttle cable. Move that and just lay it down because we are gonna not need that right now. Now, I believe, yes it is. Okay, so, no, I'm up here, one nut down there, one bolt there, one bolt there, is what was holding the unit. As I hope it believes, this should just come right off. The used part. The liquid that's coming out of here is antifreeze. This is what I believe is, that is that. There is a paper gasket here. The old part, I'm going to remove this gasket and put a brand new one on. Orientation is as follows. And I will put it back on the same way. Okay, so I'm going to put a new gasket. I'm going to say the foot. Like so. For that. Like that. Now, the new assembly itself, piece now, because I no longer need that hose there as an orientation piece. So just apply enough pressure to pop off the thing. Always hold on to spare parts because you never know when you're going to need a clip. And then we will take off the rubber hose that is pretty much on there. So, when in doubt, cut it out. Just need to apply even pressure. You could use in the correct orientation with the foot facing the light. Okay, so now I will place the new used part on the area where it needs to go, which is okay. So what I have done is I've connected the sensor here back. I've connected the other sensor here back. I've reconnected the tube at the bottom. I've also reconnected the tube at the other bottom here. This tube here had a bracket that needed to be mounted through the screw to hold up the line here. So now the last thing I'm going to do is put back the little muffler system thing here and orient it correctly the right way first, and then put the piece in. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get it down in the general area where it belongs, like so, but making sure I get my tube in first. So now It went on easy, but they never go on. It came off easy, I should say, but it never goes on easy. Little bits of struggles here and there. You know what I mean? Good video. So with a little finagling, I have got the unit back into place here. The sensor, the valve here, and then the little connection there, as well as tightening it up because it was not tight when I got the vehicle. So we will snug it up. Whoops. Like so. Actually, I'm going to disconnect this sensor here for a second to bring it around like so. Reconnect it. Put that through there because that's how it belongs. So, I believe I am done.